Hello, good morning students. Welcome to one more amazing session from Infinity Land. This is Suresh, Faculty of Chemistry. Hi Rutu, how are you? Lecture chalu nahi chalega. Abhi I am present from before time. That's thank you for your punctuality. Okay, let's see. आज हम चर्चा करने वाले हैं organic reactions and some more questions. You are all preparing for NEET examinations. In these NEET examinations, you focus on physical chemistry doing numericals and focus on formula sheet, and you focus on organic chemistry, you write the new reactions and the mechanisms. Hi Betu, Radhe Radhe. And you focus on inorganic chemistry. Inorganic chemistry करने का तरीका क्या? So आज का session का वो details हैं. So inorganic reactions must know. You all open your NCERT books and read line by line, and you have very good number of reactions. How to memorize these reactions and what to do, what product. And how many reactions are there? As far as the NCERT is concerned from the inorganic chemistry, there are 96 reactions are there. And आज का session में ये 96 reactions, internally we can write the reaction and tell you the importance of the reaction, and I am going to give you the questions based on that. Ready for that? Those who are online, please like the session, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Infinity Lane NEET YouTube channel. Bachcho, this is a very good opportunity to know about the inorganic chemistry, because the NEET examination, the entire question paper consists about nearly 15 questions from the inorganic chemistry. It is purely theoretical, no formula applications and no mechanisms as well. But still you can do the best out of inorganic chemistry, NCERT line by line. निकाल के आपको ये reactions बना हो चुका. Every reaction, take a pen and paper, write all the reactions that I am going to discuss with you. Ready for that? Wonderful to see very good number of students online. Okay, so don't skip this session in the middle. Okay, Ruto, Sobia, hi, hello, and use this short box and you can ask doubts during the live session. So let's see, inorganic reactions must know. Actually, हमारा जो session का thumbnail क्या, most expected questions from the inorganic chemistry. So how many questions you can practice from inorganic chemistry? Just like biology, you can have 100 questions, 1000 questions, 2000 questions, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. लेकिन कम नंबर क्वेश्चंस प्रैक्टिस कर लो, एंड एक क्वेश्चन का पहले जो रिएक्शंस आता है ना, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड ऑल द रिएक्शंस टुगेदर यू कैन राइट इट along with me while the session is going on, ताकि आपका एक राउंड ऑफ प्रिपरेशन भी चले होगा ना. सोबिया, एक क्लास आज का 1 घंटे चलेगा, काफी है. आई डोंट वांट टू मेक यू टू सिट मोर देन 1 hour फॉर इनऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री, नींद आएगा. So you say inorganic chemistry is a boring रट्टा मारना, ऐसे नहीं होगा. First you take it out this from your mind. Inorganic chemistry, the backbone for the inorganic chemistry is your NCERT and chemical bonding periodic table. Bas. PPT is very beautiful. Thank you, Betu. You want to see this PPT? I made this PPT personally to make the students more attractive. Right, Rutu? Fine. Taken the pen and paper, write the reactions along with me. Must know the reactions. So this session is going to be 2 parts, beta. Part 1, total 96 reactions I want to explain in the class. And if you take these 96 reactions together, you will be having a kind of revision notes. Iske beyond this, you don't get any chemical equations you need to know. Mind it. So wonderful opportunity. So those students who are online, please like the session, share with your friends, and subscribe to Infinity Land NEET YouTube channel. No promotions in this today's class. Okay. So inorganic reactions must know. Right from, so inorganic chemistry reactions, you see S block, P block, and D and F block. And sir, S block is there in the syllabus or not? Of course, before COVID, it was there. During COVID, S block हटा दिया. But the general property is connected to the chemical bonding if comes. So NEET नोटिफिकेशन का पता चलेगा आपको एस ब्लॉक officially is there or not, but something related to sodium hydroxide react with chlorine, it is going to give rise disproportionation reaction. ऐसे रिएक्शन आ सकता है सर सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड प्रॉपर्टीज एस ब्लॉक का है लेकिन प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ द क्लोरीन पी ब्लॉक का है, सो सिलेबस में है, सो वी हैव टू मॉड्यूलेट दिस इन एंड आउट. सो भैया है ना, यस इट इज 100%. Definitely NCERT and NTI is given a clear signal about yes the deleted portion is going to be officially or unofficially भी ये एग्जामिनेशन में आना का संभावना है. अगर आएंगे तो हम क्या करो, if the paper is leaked nobody is going to attend that, some disturbances are there in the NEET examination, nobody is going to attend that. If you go and sit in the Supreme Court, law also is not entertaining. So जो NTA किया, so even court is also supporting NTA. So by keeping that view in the mind, my dear students, inorganic chemistry सारे का सारा आप करना है, ये सेफ गेम होगा. बाद में आपको पता चलेगा आएगा नीट नोटिफिकेशन का हिसाब से. So भैया agree with that? Okay, anyways, Ritu and Sobia and Betu, all the students who are online, please let us see list of total 96 reactions. Number भी देखना हर reaction के बाद, इसका importance क्या आएगा and इसका logic कहाँ है, and everything I am going to show you the reaction and give you that. And in the reactions of inorganic chemistry, so there are two reactions, ammonium chloride and ammonium nitrite. Yes. Ammonium chloride reacted with NaNO2, you are going to get NaCl ammonium nitrite, and this ammonium nitrate is unstable बच्चों. This nitrate is unstable. It is going to be automatically decomposed when you heat it, so ताकि आपको nitrogen gas निकलेगा. Group 15 का है. And the question can come, yes, the question can come, which of the following on heating gives rise nitrogen gas, which of the following on heating gives nitrogen dioxide, like that questions will be there. Oxides of nitrogen is there, na? So you are a student, my dear children, you don't say that it is there in and out of the syllabus. So ammonium nitrate, let's see, it's a valuable class, so nitrogen gas is formed here. And you can see ammonium chloride, when potassium dichromate is heated, तभी इसका अमोनियम डाइक्रोमेट मिलेगा. ये जो रिएक्शन है ना, यू कैन राइट लाइक दिस, अमोनियम डाइक्रोमेट इज ऑरेंज इन कलर. डाइक्रोमेट ऑन हीटिंग गिव्स राइज ऑरेंज बिकम ए ग्रीन, Cr2O3 is green in color and it is going to see nitrogen gas. So in what cases nitrogen gas can be there? This is ammonium nitrate से and ammonium dichromate से preparation of nitrogen, and heating effects of the ammonium salts and dichromate salts. And you can also connect this particular reaction, the D and F block elements and properties of potassium dichromate का भी connect कर सकता है ना. And that is the reason why never impose that is there in the syllabus or not. Of course, officially preparation and properties of nitrogen is not there in the syllabus, but it is connected to the D and F block elements. Inorganic chemistry इतना hard नहीं होगा बेटा. If you know the actual path of the reaction, बस इतना ही है, उसमें कुछ mechanisms भी नहीं है. I strongly feel the highest scoring subject is going to be biology. Next comes to be your chemistry. Chemistry में inorganic chemistry is so easy as well as dangerous. Whenever easy is there, then you can create a small loop and make you to wrong na. You know the mistake of the wrong, cost of the wrong, 5 marks. आने वाला 4 मार्क नहीं आएगा, 1 मार्क नेगेटिव भी निकलेगा. Yeah, yes. So in these live sessions from the YouTube channel, we are going to give you all kinds of twists and turns and tricks, both organic, inorganic as well as physical also. Stay tuned in our lesson. Okay, bachcho. Now you can see barium azide, you see. This is your barium azide. On heating, you are going to get barium and nitrogen gas. The purest form of nitrogen gas is obtained by heating with barium azide or sodium azide. Bacho, you can see here N3 minus is called nitrate ion beta. This is a nitrate ion, and N3 minus is called azide ion. दोनों radicals देखने का same लगेगा, लेकिन ये वाला ज़्यादा important है. Right? These are the reactions. If you want to take a screenshot, you can take click 3, 2, 1. So I only made all the reactions on the slide and I am presenting now. कितने reactions किया फिलहाल? 5 reactions किया. कितना बचा? 91 reactions बचा. So stay tuned. We will do the best for it. And moving ahead, one more reaction here. Ammonia का reaction. Group 17 chlorine का reaction and group 15 का ammonia reaction. Ammonia can react with chlorine. If you take ammonia excess, you are going to see ammonium chloride and HCl. But if you take chlorine excess, NCl3 plus HCl is formed. So these are the noteworthy points. Which is taken in excess, what is going to be the product? Every reaction is given. You know, ammonium nitrogen trichloride is an explosive. So which of the following reaction is correct? When ammonia reacts with some compound excess, gives an explosive, that is excess of chlorine. Like that, questions will be asked. When chlorine react with excess of something, you got a salt which is readily soluble, so that is ammonia excess. Yes, so we are fine. Finding these reactions so helpful to you. And also और एक चीज है बच्चों, ammonia can react with CaOCl. What is the CaOCl2? This is your favorite bleaching powder. And it is going to give calcium chloride and nitrogen gas. फिर भी नहीं nitrogen gas आ सकते आपको. And you know calcium carbide, this is calcium carbide is heated with nitrogen, mean to say calcium carbide is heated in the air. How do you get this? बच्चों, calcium carbonate limestone is heated, gives rise calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. Okay, chalo. This carbon dioxide is heated, calcium oxide is heated with coke. You are going to get calcium carbide. You know, this calcium carbide is so important. Exactly. This calcium carbide, hai na, you can react in the air and you heat it. Air contain 78% of the nitrogen. Na? You are going to get CaCN2 plus C. That is called nitrolium. Nitrolium is a fertilizer. Nitrolium is a fertilizer. And और एक चीज है बच्चों, and you can take this calcium carbide on hydrolyzed. Organic में जाओ, calcium hydroxide मिलेगा, and you have acetylene, ethine, you got ethine. So there are some reactions that is connected to inorganic as well as organic Rutu. So these kind of sessions are super important to make you to understand the best in all integrated part of the chemistry. So NEET Chemistry is on us on the Infinity Learn NEET YouTube channel. You please follow everyday sessions on the videos that is available. So always you are going to improve your knowledge and your dream medical college journey is going to be closer. So भैया, yes, thank you very much. And अगर कुछ doubt है ना तो live session में chat box में आप पूछ सकते हैं and we can give you the right away the answer. Moving ahead, बच्चों, please write down the reactions. Take a screenshot. 3, 2, 1. And moving ahead, और एक reaction है NaNO3. You are a kid. You will be having lot of doubts. Now confusion, element of confusion. See the first slide. Yes, NaNO2, ammonium nitrite. Now, ख्याल में रखो बेटा, ख्याल में रखो. Now I want to take you to this slide. This is your sodium nitrate. पिछले वाला क्या है क्या? Sodium nitrite. Yes, this is your sodium nitrite. It is giving rise to nitrogen. Coming to now, sodium nitrate. This is your sodium nitrate. You see this. So first slide is connected to fourth slide here. So first reaction is connected to 10th reaction. So when you heat it with zinc and sodium hydroxide, it is a reducing agent. So it is going to give sodium zincate and ammonia gas is formed. First reaction is connected to the 10th reaction. That's why I am asking you to write all the things. When you treat with aluminum and sodium hydroxide, same होगा. अगर जिंक है ना तो सोडियम जिंकेट होगा, अगर अल्यूमिनियम होगा तो सोडियम मेटा अल्यूमिनेट होगा, लेकिन the product is going to be ammonia. Which of the following gives ammonia as a gaseous product? Which of the following forms nitrogen as a gaseous product? These are related exactly. So making advantage of this, you open your textbook, all the reactions will be there, and how you connect with first reaction and 10th reaction. So thank you very much, Sobia, for your compliments. You make even the tough concepts feel so easy and clear, truly inspiring. Thank you. Your compliments are real inspirations for you, for us. Ammonia will be same. Rutu and Sobia, really, please keep talking and we can just see what are the next reactions. When you see NaNO2, zinc and sodium hydroxide, again ammonia. So if you don't use zinc and sodium hydroxide now, you are going to get nitrogen gas. While you are writing the reactions, you just see connect and first reaction, 10th reaction, first reaction and 14th reaction, 12th reaction, like that. And you only have to come to know. Textbook don't tell all these things. You have to learn. You have to make it. Sure. Now let's see here, one more. Take a screenshot of this. Everybody take a screenshot of this. 3, 2, 1. Making ahead, ammonia is soluble in water to give this ammonium hydroxide. It is a base. Everybody knows this. And copper sulfate, yes, copper sulfate is a pale blue. It is a pale blue. And it is added with aqueous ammonia. So this is what is called ammonium hydroxide, is called aqueous ammonia. And it is going to give you a basic copper sulfate. And this is going to be turned into a deep blue color complex. So a pale blue, deep blue ban gaya. D and F block elements. A copper ka hybridization. sp2d. It is going to be sp2d. It is going to be square planar. And it is going to be paramagnetic. Magnetic moment is going to be 1.732 Bohr magneton. So this is how you have to prepare your NEET examination. Something you are talking about the ammonia and copper and something D and F block elements connected to complex compounds also. Interrelated beta. Betu, writing? These are all interrelated. Take a screenshot everybody. 3, 2, 1. And iodine HNO3 concentrated, you're going to see HiO3 and NO2, HiO3 and NO2 and H2O. Nitrogen dioxide is formed. It is a brown color gas. Rutu, fine. Moving ahead, take a screenshot everybody. Take a screenshot. and I wanted to mention this is going to be sp2d and square planar, and it is a paramagnetic, mu is equal to 1.732 Bohr magneton. Okay, so moving ahead. So here reaction of HNO3 with metals. The products that is formed is based on the concentration of HNO3 and the nature of metals. Those metals which are magnesium, manganese, you are going to give you hydrogen and metal nitrate. If it is with iron, zinc, tin, it is going to give us NH4, NO3 and metal nitrate. Always metal nitrate will be formed along with water. But 𝒑𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒕𝒊𝒆𝒔 and mercury gives rise nitric oxide. That is a very dilute, and it is said to be dilute, and this is important. Concentrated, this is important. Those metals which is above the hydrogen in electrochemical series, those metals which are below the hydrogen in the electrochemical series. So you can say tin dilute HNO3 and very dilute HNO3 के कुछ फर्क आ सकता है. Ammonium nitrate, here ammonium nitrate, tin nitrate, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. And you can say zinc. Zinc is going to give you nitrogen dioxide, and copper is going to give you nitric oxide. That is very, very important. Anyways, measure two. I want to take zinc and copper, concentrated HNO3 and dilute HNO3. एक simple trick देना चाहता हूँ आपको. Everybody first take a screenshot of this. 3, 2, 1. Then I will write the reactions directly. Look at this. Copper react with HNO3 and copper react with HNO3, concentrated and diluted, and zinc react with HNO3, concentrated, and zinc react with HNO3 and diluted. So I am going to give you in my own way. Sobia, in own way. Ritu, come on. When a metal react with an acid, it is going to form its corresponding salt. इसका salt क्या होगा? सब का सब copper nitrate होगा and copper nitrate होगा, zinc nitrate होगा and zinc nitrate होगा. बस. Now along with water, everywhere along with water, everywhere along with water, everywhere along with water, कहाँ फर्क आ सकता है आपको? Only one parameter you are going to get the difference. I'll show you that also. Whenever concentrated is used, no doubt nitrogen dioxide is the gas. Whenever concentrated is used, nitrogen dioxide is the gas. Learning NEET. Learning NEET. Okay. Now, whenever copper react with dilute HNO3, say no. Nitric oxide. Say no. Copper dilute HNO3. Say no. Right? And zinc HNO3, you're going to see zinc HNO3, dilute HNO3 gives laugh. I say laugh. What is laughing gas? N2O. Now, this is the best trick I can say to understand, keep something memory in your mind so that in the examination all of a sudden you don't freak it out, you don't bother about it. Agree? It's an absolutely outstanding trick What do you say, बच्चों? You love it? Everybody take screenshot. 3, 2, 1. Nitric oxide, nitrous oxide, nitric oxide. समझे? Crystal clear. Thank you. Moving ahead, और एक reaction है. See here, 16th. Copper is heated with HNO3 vapor, copper oxide, vapor state में. Right? Gives rise nitrogen gas. And sulfur, oxygen, sulfur dioxide. Now the sulfur dioxide is oxidized by HNO3 to gives rise H2SO4. Nitrogen dioxide is a brown color gas, you got it. And this H2SO4 can give a white precipitate with barium chloride. It is a white precipitate. You can say it is a white precipitate. And moving ahead, 17 reactions are over. And the next one is going to be brown ring test. काफी important है. What is the principle behind the brown ring test? First, a ionic nitrate is taken, is treated with H2SO4, and it is going to give you NaHSO4, HNO3. Hi Sapurda, आप मध्य प्रदेश है. So NEET examination में मध्य प्रदेश से relatively healthy competition is there. So if you do well and you can easily go to your medical college. Okay, GMC में मिलेगा. Okay बेटा. Anshu, hi. Nitin Anshu. So this FeSO4, I want to say here, let's look at this. A nitrate salt, NO3 minus. To that you just add freshly prepared FeSO4 and shake it, and you take the inclined state and you can add concentrated H2SO4. So that concentrated H2SO4 analysis के important topics. What do you want to say? As concentrated H2SO4 so densely, so there will be a brown color ring that can be formed between these two. This is called as a brown ring. So the ability of nitrate to oxidize Fe2 plus to Fe3 plus is the principle behind the brown ring test. 720 out of 720 आएगा तो I will personally give you, I will personally take you to the Infinity Lane office and I will give you felicitation if you get 720 out of 720. It is on us. Okay. Brown ring. Okay. Can I skip coordination and bonding for NEET? Never, never dare to skip it. Sapurja, never and ever. Array, when you open the NEET examination question booklet, maybe first 3, 4, 5 questions coordination compounds के question पक्का देखेगा आपको. Right? So what happened? This freshly added FeSO4 is going to react with the nitrate. It is going to be Fe2 plus जो है ये oxidize करके Fe3 plus होगा. And FeSO4 is going to be hydrated to form FeH2O6 times. And that NO that is formed is going to enter here to form FeH2O5 NOSO4. This is the brown ring complex. And which of the following is a complex found in the brown ring test? कॉम्प्लेक्स कंपाउंड के हिसाब से पूछना, नाइट्रेट टेस्ट का क्वालिटेटिव एनालिसिस का भी एक पूछना, एंड सो मेनी थिंग्स यू आर गोइंग टू गेट. आयरन जो है ना, इसका ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट Fe+1 होगा. पेंटा एक्वा नाइट्रोजो आयरन 1 सल्फेट is the IUPAC name. Coordination number 6, sp3d2 hybridization. So like that, everything in and out you need to know about the brown ring test. And if required, I'll make brown ring test in the live class in the YouTube studio. I can show it. Yes, of course. इसका बारे में आइसोमर भी देख सकते हैं. नहीं, आइसोमर्स नहीं देखेगा इसको. इसका कलर ब्राउन होगा. Yes, it is colored due to charge transfer phenomena. Let's talk about one more. PHE3, phosphine. PHE3 is base because इसका पास लोन पेयर है. So mild basic in nature, जैसा अमोनिया का जैसा है. It is going to react with an acid. HI is a strong acid. So H plus I minus. So that is going to be reacted to form PH4I, and it is going to be further hydrolyzed to give rise a pure form of this. So purification of phosphine is done by this method. हाँ, yes, हमारा पास strategy sessions भी है ऋतु, and if you start from zero, I can make you to get definitely 160 plus in chemistry from my side. Nitin, hi, if your syllabus complete, so you can. 3 months में. 3 days ago, I think I made a live session based on the 6 months strategy for the NEET examination beta. Rutu, it is there in the YouTube series. You can just see that. You please like the session now. Subscribe to the session so that list में आपको 6 month strategy भी आपको देखेगा. Okay, moving ahead, this is very important. And moving ahead, और एक चीज़ है phosphorus. This is a very important. White phosphorus, when it is treated with sodium hydroxide, NCERT में sodium hydroxide दिया, आप barium hydroxide भी इस्तेमाल कर सकता. Okay, in the presence of carbon dioxide, which provides the inert atmosphere, so that phosphine gas is formed. Why CO2? CO2 is not actually reacting because of the PHE3 is catches fire if impurities are there. If the pure form, it do not catches fire. So to make this PHE3, which is actually impure wala निकलेगा, and to stop the combustion, carbon dioxide atmosphere is used. And moving ahead, so total 23 reactions. They have the same molecular formula, differ in the arrangements. They may be structuralized or they may be stereo. So what you said is correct. Now moving ahead, phosphorus acid, on heating, it is undergo disproportionation. What is the meaning of disproportionation? Oxidation and reduction simultaneously it goes. So here +3 oxidation state is going to be converted into +5 oxidation state and -3 oxidation state. And this is what is called as an oxidation reaction, and this is what is called a reduction reaction. Increase in the oxidation state is oxidation, decrease in oxidation state is called reduction. Sapurda, GOC, if you skip GOC for organic chemistry, आगे नहीं बढ़ सकता. Organic chemistry जो हड्डी होता है ना, ये GOC है. No, never. Okay बेटा, moving ahead, copper sulfate react with the phosphine gives rise a black color copper phosphide. Silver nitrate react with the phosphine gives rise a yellow color silver phosphide, and this is a black color silver metal is formed. So here I want to say, from here this reaction is the reducing properties of PHE3. Which of the following is the reducing property of the phosphine? Group 15 से निकला. Rutu and Sovia. Fine. Moving ahead. Bleaching powder can react with the phosphine to give rise H3PO4 and calcium chloride. Take a screenshot of this, everybody. Screenshot of this, everybody. Make it fast. 3, 2, 1. And moving ahead, और कुछ questions हैं. And PCl3, it is on hydrolysis, gives rise H3PO3 and HCl. And you can see PCl3, it is going to be +3 oxidation state, and it is going to be +3 oxidation state. It is not a redox change. It is simple hydrolysis. Hydrolysis reactions are not redox changes. And PCl5 on hydrolysis gives rise H3PO4 and HCl. You have again the same oxidation state. So that grip you need to have. Which of the following is a disproportionation reaction? In the previous, this is a disproportionation reaction. This is a disproportionation reaction. And you can say this is not a redox reaction. PCl3, it can be oxidized to gives us POCl3, and +3 oxidation state, +5 oxidation state. It is an oxidation process. Sapurda, what is your doubt? GOC is base of organic chemistry. Yes, what is your doubt? Sapurda, what do you want to ask? I could not see your question there. Okay, come on. I will take your doubt. You can just retype the doubt. Moving ahead, now all the reactions, total फिलहाल 30 reactions किया. So in the disproportionation reaction में single element का oxidation और reduction होगा क्या? Definitely. A reaction in which an element undergoes simultaneously oxidation and reduction is called disproportionation reaction. Whenever a non-metal is reacting with an alkali, it undergoes disproportionation reaction. An element shows multiple oxidation state. Highest oxidation state वाला reduce कर सकते हैं, lowest oxidation वाला oxidize कर सकते हैं, intermediate oxidation वाला both oxidize and reduction भी कर सकते हैं, ताकि इसका disproportionation करने का आपका संभावना ज़्यादा होगा. Fine. Thank you very much. So if you keep asking the doubts, I am going to present all the types of answers. Okay, so let us be this reaction, and this session is going to be live interactive. Okay, and Sapurda, I am asking what is your doubt? Okay, come on. And very, very important, I like this group 18 elements ka. Because the group 18 noble gases, they don't have any reactions, but in certain reactions, xenon, certain conditions, xenon is going to participate in the bonding. Because xenon has relatively low ionization energy. Neil Berthelot has first identified 𝒑𝒂𝒊𝒕𝒊𝒆𝒔. That is the first noble gas compound that is prepared by xenon. He observed this particular compound because ionization energy of molecular oxygen is nearly same as ionization energy of the xenon. That makes the xenon to participate in the reaction. Assertion reasoning questions from the NEET examination is going to be super awesome based on the xenon compound. Yes, sir. Okay. Now, if a xenon is reacted with excess with fluorine, gives rise 𝑥CF2 at 673 1 bar. Conditions भी याद रखना बेटा. ऋतु, अभी तो मैं खाना नहीं खाया है, आपका सेशन का बाद आपको खाना कर सकता हूँ. Okay, so thank you for asking. Xenon react with a fluorine in 1:5 ratio at high temperature 7 bar, xenon tetrafluoride मिलेगा. Xenon with fluorine 1:20 ratio, ratios भी है 1:20 ratio 60 to 70 bar, xenon hexafluoride मिलेगा. So 30 reactions. Take a screenshot, everybody. Tuck, tuck, 3, 2, 1. Moving ahead, all the reactions, you just take a note of it. In the Telegram channel also, we are giving this in the PDF format. And reactions, hydrolysis and reactions. 𝑥CF2 react with the chlorine, it is going to give rise Fluorine is lost, so xenon निकलेगा, xenon, chlorine and HF. Sapurda, very good. And 𝑥CF4 and Ki, it is going to give xenon and iodine and Kf. So xenon gas can be prepared and purified by this method. Rutu, and making the class so lively and focus on the reactions. 𝑥CF4 FbF5, so it is going to be a best fluorinating agent, so that you are going to form a fluorine transfer. So fluorine दे सकता है इसको, fluorine donor, and 𝑥CF2 PF5, this is going to give you a fluorine. Fluorine donors भी हो सकता, it is. Now moving ahead, fluorinating agent, fluorine donor बोले ना, so they can give the fluorine. Understanding the reactions are very important here, बच्चों. Yeah, I'll take after that class. So भैया, okay, 𝑥CF6 सिलिकॉन डाइऑक्साइड, इसका ये फ्लोरीन है ना, इसका दे सकता है 𝑥COF4 SiF4, and 𝑥CF4 you can react with O2F2 and ये फ्लोरीन ले सकता है, so that it is going to give you 𝑥CF6. So xenon fluorides can be fluorine donors and fluorine acceptor भी है, and 𝑥CF2 on hydrolysis gives us Xc plus HFO2. It is complete hydrolysis. 𝑥CF4 on hydrolysis gives us HF plus Xc plus XeO3 plus O2. XeO3, of course, it is an explosive compound. You can find the hybridization. To find the hybridization, H is equal to half V plus M plus or minus C. This is the formula to say the hybridization. Don't get confused. Apply this formula. सीधा आपको मिलेगा. Hybridization का एक session भी रखा हुआ. If you want any specific topics to be discussed, please let us know in the live class, so that आपका हिसाब से आगे हम सेशन भी शेड्यूल कर सकता. ठीक है बेटा? You can't see the formula. H is equal to half V plus M plus or minus C. Nitin, H is equal to number of hybrid orbitals, V is equal to number of valence electrons, M is equal to number of monovalent atoms attached to the central atom, and C is the charge. Is that fine? Is that okay? So moving ahead, can you all see this? It's okay, fine. Take a screenshot, everybody. Take a screenshot, everybody. That's good. Fine, Sobia. What is the formula for number of unpaired electrons? इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन के हिसाब से वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन लिखना है. जितना नंबर बॉन्ड्स होगा, बाकी बचा हुआ लोन पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. फाइन. Now moving ahead, Sapurda. So hydrolysis reactions of 𝑥CF6. So 1 hydroxide 3 molecule complete hydrolysis. These are the hydrolysis reactions. Partial hydrolysis 𝑥COF4, 𝑥CO2F2 दोनों भी मिलेगा, but complete hydrolysis you are going to get 𝑥eO3. That's very important reaction. So reactions of the xenon halides, complete hydrolysis and partial hydrolysis, everything is open to you. Follow us for more reactions. You can see here, coming to the KMnO4, D and F block elements. So where we started, P block elements, S block elements reactions are completed. आगे कुछ reactions भी आ सकता है. Now entering into the D and F block. PYQ is sufficient? No. PYQ gives you the benchmark to understand the reactions or the questions. But खाली PYQs पकड़ के जाएंगे तो अगर नया क्वेश्चन मिलेंगे तो क्या होगा? PYQs never be repeated, but PYQ give you the direction in which you have to prepare, and PYQ give you the strength to assess yourself where exactly you stand. Sapurta, fine, Sobia? That's good. So KMnO4. KMnO4 can react with HCl, gives this KCl, MnCl2 and chlorine gas. When bleaching powder is treated with dilute HCl, फिर भी क्लोरीन गैस निकलेगा. MnO2 is heated with concentrated HCl, फिर भी क्लोरीन गैस निकलेगा. The overall reaction for this MnO2 plus HCl gives us MnCl2 plus Cl2 plus H2O. And taken the screenshot, everybody, 3, 2, 1. 44 reactions. Now moving ahead, potassium dichromate. Potassium dichromate react with chlorine and it is going to give us CrCl3 and KCl and chlorine gas milega. Which of the following gives chlorine? Which of the following gives HCl? Yes, where there is a will, there is a way, of course. Pb3O4 can react with HCl, gives us PbCl2H2O, फिर भी chlorine gas निकलेगा. All the possibilities of the chlorine, because among the halogens, chlorine is very important. Sodium chloride H2SO4 in the presence of MnO2, you are going to get chlorine. But if you don't use MnO2, you are going to get HCl. You will get HCl. And potassium iodide, chlorine, so you are going to see iodine. So lower halogen can displace higher halides in the aqueous solutions. That is a fundamental rule. And potassium iodide can react with iodine, aqueous beta. This is aqueous. This is aqueous. You know iodine is insoluble in water, but it is soluble in potassium iodide. 2 gives rise Ki3. It is a brown color. You have K plus and I minus. I minus जो है ना, it is a linear sp hybridized, sp3d2 hybridized. Sorry, sp3d hybridized. 2 bond pairs, 3 lone pairs. You're talking about idli, Sapurda. Focus on the content on this chemistry. Fine. Iodine can react with chlorine excess. It is going to give rise HiO3. Now moving ahead, sodium hydroxide react with the chlorine. Any non-metal react with alkali, it is going to be disproportionation. Sodium hydroxide react with the chlorine, dilute and cold conditions. You are going to get NaCl plus NaOCl. It is in the presence of hot and concentrated, NaCl plus NaClO3. You see, 0 oxidation state, say -1 and it is going to be +1 oxidation state. This is a disproportionation reaction. And 0 oxidation state say -1 and +5 oxidations tak jana. And cold dilute calcium hydroxide, it is going to give calcium hypochlorite is formed. ये भी ऐसे है, it is going to be a disproportionation reaction. And calcium hydroxide, if you take hot concentration, it is going to be chlorate. And you see here, +1 oxidation state and it is going to be +5 oxidation state. It's a disproportionation reaction. कहाँ से जा रहे हैं? 0 से जा रहे हैं. So these are all the important. How to read the reactions in the inorganic chemistry. So there is no special white liquid additive if the primary, the ground, urad dal, batter, no Sovia. Focus on the chemical reactions. I know you are a very good student, okay, not talk. Please, my dear students, my request here, lot of students are there in online, they're really preparing hard like you, and let us facilitate and give the conversation related to the topics that is going on. एंड थोड़ा सा मस्ती करने के लिए परमिटेड है बट इट डिस्टर्बड हिम, सो मस्ती ना करना एंड यू प्लीज फोकस ऑन द composition of the reactions. Fine, Sobia, agree, accept it. Sobia, please like the session here, bachcho. Now moving ahead here, let's see sulfur dioxide. It is a good reducing agent, and yes, Sobia, thank you. Sulfur dioxide, when it is reacted with H2O and chlorine gas is passed through it, it is going to give you H2SO4. Thank you, Sapurda, thank you, everybody, focus here. So, when you talk about the red phosphorus react with bromine, PBr3 is formed, and red phosphorus reacted with excess of bromine, PBr5 is formed. And if you talk about PBr3, hydrolyze it, H3, PO3 or HBr is formed, जैसे क्लोरीन का जैसे. And PBr5 hydrolysis gives rise H3, PO4 and HBr. Same that can happen with iodine. Chlorine, bromine and iodine follow the same pattern. And 52 reactions, we are done. Moving ahead, let us see here Na2SO3, sulfite, sodium sulfite, HCl gives rise sulfur dioxide. Na sulfite on treatment with an acid gives rise sulfur dioxide. That is a simple reaction. And also you can see here SO2 Cl2 SO2 Cl2. This is what is called sulfuryl chloride. आपका ऑर्गेनिक में आ सकता ना SOCl2, that is called thionyl chloride. This is your sulfuryl chloride, that is thionyl chloride. देखने का सेम लगेगा बट अलग है. Sapurda, thank you. Come on. Carbon monoxide react with Cl2 gives rise COCl2. This is called phosgene. It is deadly poisonous gas. Carbonyl dichloride. NOCl2 gives rise NOCl. That is called tildane. NO plus Cl minus. And moving ahead, ICl on hydrolysis gives rise HCl plus HOI, hypoiodous acid. Interhalogen compounds, hydrolysis, interhalogen compound. When you go with this hydrogen plus and OH minus, okay. H plus and OH minus, क्योंकि ये more electronegative है ना, it is going to give negative charge, it is going to have positive charge. That is how you have to write the actual product of BRF 5B I say, and HF and HBrO3, bromic acid is formed. And moving ahead, interhalogen compounds are more reactive than halogens. Cl2 HGO gives rise HGO HgCl2 Cl2O, oxidizing agent. And in that KClO3, you can say this is more important. HClO4, it is going to react with P2O5, it is a dehydrating agent. It undergoes H3, HPO3 and Cl2O7, chlorine heptoxide. BRF5 का आइसोमर नहीं होगा बेटा, सुपर था, इसका आइसोमर नहीं होगा. And you can see more reactions ahead. Chlorine on reaction with water, chlorine water in the presence of sunlight, you got HCl and HOCl. It is a very good bleaching agent. It is a good bleaching agent. Chlorine react with the fluorine, you are going to get ClF3, interhalogen compound. Bromine react with the fluorine, BrF5, interhalogen compound. Silicon dioxide HF, you are going to get SiF4 and H2O. You know, SiF4 is further reacted with HF, H2, SiF6. And P4, how to remember we all of this reaction? That's why I'm asking you to follow instead of talking about idlis and all. Okay, so follow, I'm going to tell you. And SOCl2 is thionyl chloride react with white phosphorus, gives us PCl3SO2 gas. And sulfur monochloride, this is what is called sulfur monochloride. Hydrogen peroxide का structure, S2Cl2 का structure same दिखता. ठीक है बेटा. And also Br2 can react with F2, BrF3, Br2 liquid, F2 is going to say BrF5. They are interhalogen compounds and it is temperature dependent. Moving ahead बच्चों, iodine का when they react with the fluorine gives us IF, IF5, IF7. जब interhalogen compounds आते हैं ना, there are two things important: shape of the molecule, hybridization, and reaction with the water, hydrolysis reaction. So these two are very important as far as the interhalogen compounds are concerned. And also, बच्चों, chlorine react with the fluorine gives rise ClF, ClF3, okay. And also HCl on oxidation in the presence of CuCl2 gives us chlorine in the industrial preparation of chlorine. This process is called as decon process. This process is called decon process. And the chlorine on reaction with water, it gives rise to HCl and HOCl. It is a good bleaching agent. Children, you can see here KMnO4. Heating effect of KMnO4, it is going to give us K2MnO4. I meet you first time in Hyderabad airport. I know you also know me. Perfect. Okay, let it be. So we are all YouTube and we are in a public media, and in a day we meet so many people like students and parents, and I really don't memorize every person, but if a student is studying under me and getting a result, definitely for the lifetime I am going to memorize the student name. Okay, so Purda, come on, and it is going to give rise MnO and oxygen is gas, so got a green and black residues, and orange color K2Cl2O7 on heating gives rise yellow black substance and a green color mass and oxygen. So this is called oxygen rich oxosalts, and this green color mass also in Hyderabad from Nizamnagar. Very good, nice. And K2MnO4 is oxidative hydrolysis gives rise KMnO4, KOH and O2. So it is one preparation method for potassium permanganate. Okay, well, moving ahead बच्चों, SO2 on reaction with ozone gives rise SO3. Actually ozone property का है, oxidizing properties of ozone. And SnCl2 can react with ozone, so SnCl2 become SnCl4 plus 2 become plus 4. Always you learn in redox perception so that it will help you. It is an oxidation reaction. And FeSO4, Fe plus 2 become Fe plus 3 oxidation reaction by ozone. It is happened in the acidic media. And I2 will be oxidized to HiO3. So it is going to be an oxidation reaction. So these are all the oxidation reactions of ozone. These are all oxidation reactions of ozone, my dear students. That's good. Moving ahead. So sulfur dioxide react with alkali metal, gives rise its corresponding salt. Potassium sulfite, potassium thiosulfate. So you are going to see halogen with sulfur dioxide, it is going to give rise HX, and FeCl3, it is going to be plus 3 oxidation state, react with SO2, gives rise FeCl2. It is it indicating reducing property of the sulfur dioxide. MnO4, you are going to see plus 7 oxidation state, and it is going to give rise Mn plus 2. It is reducing properties of the sulfur dioxide. But over here K2Cl2O7, it is going to plus 6 oxidation state. You are going to see the plus 3 oxidation state, sulfur dioxide. Orange color is converted into green color. KiO3 plus 5 oxidation state, giving rise to 0 oxidation state. Iodine, free iodine is liberated. So like this, iodine can further react with sulfur dioxide to give rise Hi plus H2SO4 minus 1. Further reduction takes place. So 0 say minus 1. So these are all the reducing properties of the sulfur dioxide. But you can see here FeCl2, HCl, SO2 gives rise FeCl3. Now before this are the reducing properties of sulfur dioxide, and now I want to talk about oxidation properties of sulfur dioxide. Are you finding the difference between this 𝒏𝒂, Sobia and 𝒒k𝒑𝒂𝒊𝒕 and 𝑟𝒂? So follow here. Fe is going to see the plus 2 oxidation state, and it is going to be plus 3 oxidation state, and SnCl2 plus 2 oxidation state is going to give you plus 4 oxidation state. What not? So many reactions are there. And moving ahead, oxalic acid reacted with H2SO4, carbon monoxide is formed. It is very, very important, and it is deadly dangerous gas. That's the reason why don't put concentrated H2SO4 in oxalic acid. Small amount of carbon monoxide can make you so potentially dangerous. Fine. And K4FeCN6, iron is in plus 2 oxidation state. It is going to give you iron plus 2 oxidation state, and here sulfate and ammonium sulfate and carbon monoxide is formed. Okay, cyanide, okay, it is going to be given to carbon monoxide. And also, dear children, and this is H2SO4 react with PCl5, gives rise chlorosulfonic acid. Definitely jarur aunga, and you prepare well, get the best result in the NEET examination. You please come to the Infinity Lane office so that we are going to felicitate you, right? And you are going to say PBS is a black in color, and when reacted with ozone, it gives rise to white. Okay, PBS, it is going to be -2. Sulfur is going to be C plus 6. It's an oxidation reaction of ozone, right? And moving ahead, we are almost done. Okay, 96 reactions I said, we are at the 90. Copper H2SO4 concentrated copper sulfate and sulfur dioxide. Okay, so plus 6 oxidation state become plus 4 oxidation state, and a 0 oxidation state is going to be plus 2 oxidation state. And sulfur trioxide H2SO4, it is going to give H2S2O7. It is called oleum or fuming sulfuric acid. Fine. And moving ahead, sodium hydroxide react with sulfur dioxide. It is going to give us a sodium sulfate, and this sodium sulfate is further reacted with sulfur dioxide. sodium bisulfate is formed. So, can you believe this is a nearly behaving like a carbon dioxide with calcium hydroxide. So, what is the common use of chlorosulfuric acid? It is a chlorosulfuric acid is an acid like H2SO4. It is a better, stronger acid than that, Betu. And sulfur trioxide on hydrolysis gives rise directly H2SO4, and this is a lot of heat is generated, exothermic process. So that sulfur trioxide is not directly used to prepare H2SO4, rather it is dissolved in H2SO4, then it is distilled to get concentrated H2SO4 of 98%. So moving ahead, bacho, calcium fluoride react with H2SO4, gives rise calcium sulfate in HF. And also sulfur dioxide react with the chlorine, gives rise, I already given, this is called sulfuryl chloride. This is called sulfuryl chloride, है ना? And ammonium chloride with calcium hydroxide, you are going to see ammonia. I mean to say here, any ammonium salt react with alkali, maybe calcium hydroxide, barium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, you are going to get ammonia. It is a test for ammonia. Of course, confirmatory test for ammonia is Nessler's test. What is Nessler's reagent? K2HgI4 is Nessler's reagent. So this is how total 96 reactions in the inorganic chemistry एक ही session में आपको दिया दिया. And we are done from our side today, and we'll meet more number of questions that is coming to be in the next session. Okay, because I want to conduct one more session for specifically for inorganic chemistry multiple choice questions. So hope you like these sessions, Betu, Sapurda and Sobia, and thank you very much. Signing off, Suresh, Faculty of Chemistry. Please like this session, share with your friends, subscribe to Infinity Lane NEET YouTube channel. Thank you very much.